Cardinals, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should. His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch
First, here's 2nd and 3. Again, a run with game one.
Nice.
The defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
There we go.
Well, this defense, Charles, they've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing
There we
they have so
go.
far is points. With the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far.
Nice.
He's going to go down.
There he is.
The 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
The competition comes up in this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big...
Oh, almost, buddy.
Now the throw on
Almost.
They dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
Is
And
that
the
Koo?
Panthers stake claim to a 3-0
Yep,
lead.
sure is off
So
Atlanta.
the opening drive does.
Tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Come on, come on.
First carry for James Conner. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah,
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, nice run.
And he'll work this one out to about the 48. 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
make a run as we just saw there.
Get that first
Touch him
down.
now, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. The Cardinals had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they were winners.
It comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough
All
to
right,
beat.
Cunningham, get out of that corner, buddy. Get out of bounds. Nice run. 17 easy ones.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Nice, easy completion.
And it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the for 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Ah, bad freaking throw.
It's Shaq Thompson here.
Dang it, dude.
Looking to throw. Walton. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
Good defense.
Across the 35 before he's out of
Good
bounds.
defense.
So the completion good for just 3. It's coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles. But that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them. So bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Good running so far, 2 for 30.
Don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away?
Including a late hit.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, where the time
works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down.
With his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Well, from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40
for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year. Their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll get this to Conner underneath. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there.
But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
All right. 4th down. Cunningham. 47 yards rushing.
This first quarter. 3-0 after this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still
far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about
only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd downs and
close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from
5-yard line.
on that throw.
James Conner.
He just tossed it away.
Oh, easy touchdown.
It's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Yard line. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve.
Get him. There we go.
He's taken down.
Christian Harris, his 14th sack.
Buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength.
This guy's been a gem.
Absolutely, 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything
surprised it wasn't a half sack.
from them or on film?
I think that they're winning out.
The last 3 weeks have been pretty good.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here. Offense now as they get set to take over. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's
Good
almost
pass.
50-50. But most of the times when you start the offensive
Good
coaches,
strike
they say
there.
balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left. And
Wobbly pass.
crossing.
First and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, wide open.
He's got his man on the
Oh,
crossing.
nice spin move by Dell. He's going to take this to the house. Wow. What a play, man.
For as big and strong as some of these guys
He does
are,
not surprise me anymore. Tank.
It is sometimes hard to appreciate
Amazing
how truly
play.
fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence
About to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit.
Nice defense.
On just about every occasion.
Marco Wilson, cornerback
and
side.
have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of it.
Return to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of it.
Good defense. Oh, boy, they're showing up.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see
Zach Allen.
Just little time to do anything with the football there.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's equally as good. Returnable here from the 38. They'll net only 35 here following
gain of
a
8.
43-yard,
Not bad.
8-yard return. And they will take over first and 10.
I tell you, I love this tank. More
They're
players
starting
like
to put some space here. Well, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Able to get this one to McBride. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the Owlies have been red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The throw over the middle.
There's Dortch.
And he'll be hauled down
Almost
at about
first
the
down.
30-yard line.
That looked like a pretty...
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Nice. That was a strike right there. Good throw.
Panthers 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If you're going to
defender on
Excuse
him
me.
because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
inside the red zone here.
All right, Dortch
Looking middle,
continues
and
his
it's complete. And he's
short
gonna be
route
down
catching.
Just outside the 10. Just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Offense is running pretty smooth. I love how Cunningham is playing.
The defense was effective, able to stop him.
As first down, nice play.
Maybe not exactly what
5 for 53 on the ground.
Good for 6 and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the
Kyler
century.
who, right?
Still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, there it is. Touchdown, baby. I'll take that.
Start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Walton.
Oh, there's Christian again.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. Ready, enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
On point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nowhere to go here.
Oh, wow.
And it's picked up by the Panthers.
First fumble of the year. Damn.
And he takes it into
In terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond.
All right, quick hitter to Moore. Almost hit 200 yards now for Cunningham.
Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Good to see him catching passes again.
Mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Oh, nice move. Nice move, Cunningham. 70 yards. The coach going to help him
17
out.
more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for it to...
He'll look to throw.
Wide open.
Quickly here, and that's complete.
200 yards
And he's going to be
passing now.
taken down at about the 33. On this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd.
Nice. Quick hitter. Again. Leaving him wide open.
As the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds. It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect
Nice
him to get
catch.
and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case.
Almost a throw
Defense.
outside.
It'll be there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section.
4th and inches.
Better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Give him a yard. Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's picked up
Wow.
by the Panthers. And a big turnover
Wow, that
there as his
backfired.
guys will get the football back. And Panthers,
Good defense, baby. Nice. Isaiah Simmons.
Things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to
In the
What's
wood.
that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
Gosh.
And he's got a touchdown, Panthers. They'll look to throw. Right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie.
You want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He's going to keep this again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Look to throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
All right. We'll take that. That's what happens when you step up.
Here's Connor on the read option.
Oh, nice run.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield.
Not a lot of
Down
runs
to the
today, but
46.
38
Give him
touchdowns.
16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Wide open. Nice pass.
Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30.
There's that man again.
A good
Tank
gain
down.
again. That's now 31 yards combined
90
on these
yards.
last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is
nice.
still open for the coordinator.
Good run. 78 yards rushing that. For Cunningham.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here.
Nice run again for Connor. Oh man, Nathaniel Dell's hurt.
As he takes this down to about the 5 yards. Get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Davis.
There's Davis Price, his first touchdown of the year. Bruce Sternum will not be able to come back.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
All right, get him down, boys. Nice. Good 3rd down defense.
First down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down.
Under the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good power running.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So
run their offense.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do
395 yards of offense right now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Wide open. Greg Dortch. He has been on a tear lately.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're
territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Appreciate it, T-Hill.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw.
Wide open again. Oh, man. My receiver got laid out trying to set a block there. James Daniels, watch 15. Malik Cunningham, I really do. Almost 100 yards rushing.
They'll run on 1st down. Colbert.
He's got almost 300 passing.
4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down now. Colbert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Well done. He'll look to throw.
Wide open, man. Dortch. Good read. 1st down. 290 yards passing for Cunningham. 2 yards passing for Cunningham. There's a maturity level there. Read the blitz. Hit the hot rod. Easy. Easy money. Ball.
They don't get the hook up there.
I'm going to end up throwing an interception.
He's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it. Precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get
oh,
the 2-yard line.
Wait a minute. Oh, face mask. Oh, I knew something was wrong there.
Now here's a little touch pass.
There we go. Touchdown. 3rd one in the game.
Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game. If they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, nice. Corner blitz side.
Just inside the 20 at the 19. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Good hit, Simmons. Way to knock it loose. That should end it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
By Slim and Nunn, well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis.
Oh, man. Nice run. Big
He's
hole.
taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
He doesn't play his
36
place.
out, 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to
Nice.
Davis
Keep
Price.
running, man.
Now
Take
a second
that.
timeout called for by the defense. They have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Connor on the read option.
There we go.
To pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the
Franchise.
they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout.
Good game. 35-21. Big win.
That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish.
Dominant
I think it's pretty
performance.